welcome to Coffee Break with Melissa. I'm Melissa and I am joined by the lovely Miss Laura and Miss Donna. These are my very special guests today. We are in a suburb of Chicago, in the Chicagoland area. One more time, bringing the show on the road. So Laura is a traditional foster parent and Donna is one of our wonderful licensing representatives, resource specialists. Mm-hmm. How are you ladies doing today?
Good. Okay.
We're all talking about what we're sipping. Any comments about your drink? What are you having, Laura?
I have a caramel latte and it's delicious.
We don't take credit for it this time. We didn't hand make it, but still, she's drinking something she's enjoying. Mm-hmm. And what about you, Donna?
I have a vanilla strawberry tea, hot tea.
Yep. With dried
strawberry pieces in there.
Yes. I didn't stay in my lane, and our barista had a different way to make this, and I didn't communicate, and so this is like a different version from the original plan. But I'm glad you still like it.
It's good. It's good. I'm good.
Yeah. I need to stay in my lane, you guys. I am on this side of the camera, and I need to let the specialists that are on that side of the camera do their thing. Well, I like what I'm drinking too. I have a chamomile tea with some dried strawberries put in there. Have you guys had a Special K cereal with strawberries?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
I think those strawberries, that's what's in here. So, yeah. So, how long have you been fostering, Laura?
We started fostering we got our first placement in February 2020.
Mm.
So right before COVID hit.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So you had to make it work.
Yes.
You shelter in place.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was about a week. I think we got the call. Mm-hmm. I think our girls came to live with us, and then about a week later, the world shut down with COVID.
Oh my goodness.
I think if I have the timeline right, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and everyone, Donna is Laura's license.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Rep. And did you go through the whole process of licensing her, or
no.
Did you take over her?
I took over for another rep. They were licensed. I heard about the family. Our team discussed them as we do with every potential family. She was very impressed with the Hagel family, as was I, and continue to be. But heard about the Hagel family. I think she moved on to a different program before they were licensed, I think
so, yeah.
And then I picked up, and as you know, cases kind of move in and out with different people sometimes, and did issue license with them. Mm-hmm. So I've been with them from very early on.
Okay, that's nice. You get to know, you bond with the family.
Absolutely.
Get to see their, how they were when they first got licensed, and then how once the parenting training wheels have come off, and or seeing their household members and getting to know the family.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really something positive.
It's a rewarding experience.
Yes, I had one of my homes recently adopted, and I made the call to say, "Hey, wow, congratulations!
Yes,
you're done. You adopted. It went through." And of course, she was happy about that, but she told me that she's truly saddened that we're not going to be going to the home as how we were before, because she's going to miss us.
Yes.
And it's mutual. I felt the sadness too, like, oh man, I'm going to miss.
You kind of do. You really do. You've seen the different milestones of her own child, and watched her kind of grow up. So yeah, I get that.
So, but that's what a compliment.
Yes.
Yes. It's a high compliment, because a lot of people when it's over, it's over. And they're like counting the days, because it's challenging to have so many people. Like some cases have multiple roles involved. Like there's always like us, the licensing. Then there's the caseworker. There could be a GAL, guardian ad litem. There could, there's a GAL, but I mean a CASA.
Yes.
That could. So, Yeah, or counselors, the schools,
Therapists.
yeah. So,
It can be a lot.
okay, so tell us about your placement, Laura.
Well, let's see. We have 2 girls living with us. They've been with us since they were 4, and they are now 10. They are twins, and so yeah. I know. It's crazy to think about how time has passed, and some days it seems like it went super fast, and other days it seems like it's slow. But it's been a learning experience. That's the best way to sum it up.
That's awesome. What's been the biggest challenge to being a foster parent, I guess?
I think just navigating all the ins and outs of the communication, the appointments, trying to advocate with the right people, trying to, especially when the girls were younger, just trying to make sure that their voices were heard. And yeah, just keeping track of all the court dates and all that kind of stuff, all the behind the scenes, not kid related stuff, like not the day to day getting them to school and that kind of stuff. That is challenging in its own aspect, but just all the behind the scenes stuff with the adults.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the kid part is not as much as the,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
the kids can be, fun, and there's
Yeah.
the bond, and sometimes, that's not so much.
Yeah.
With,
Yeah.
Well, do you feel heard at LSSI? Is there anything that you think we could improve on?
Yeah, for the most part, yes. There have been some fantastic caseworkers, and then there's been some caseworkers that has taken more patience to communicate, and more patience on my part to remember, like, this isn't the only case that they have, or maybe I need to explain it a little bit better. But for the most part, yeah, we've had a positive experience.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one thing is, it's a big part is finding out what each other's communication style is,
Yes.
and like not taking it personal, or
Yes.
like making a compromise.
Yes.
Someone is like a phone call person
Right.
versus a text person versus an email, or
Yes. Yes.
drop in at the office. It's
Yep.
yeah, doesn't find a way. And what about you, Donna? What's been your experience with LSSI? You've been with us for how long?
12 years. Wow. So I came when the Chicago office was still located on 35th Street.
Okay.
And I worked a few years there, and then we moved to the location on Damon now. And so it's been a rewarding experience. Foster care is difficult, but it's so rewarding to see families like this take in some of our children, and as they reach those goals and go through developmental ages and stages, just see them just soar. And the Hacko family has been a joy to work with. I've seen their own child grow. I've seen the twins grow, and just interacting with families. All of our cases come from difficult places, but seeing them connected with loving families, or seeing the kids go home.
Absolutely.
All of those are success stories. And I play a small part, but I am very motivated when I see our successes, to do my part, and to do above and beyond to help our families thrive and become what they need to become.
Yes. Oh wow, you said that so beautifully.
Yeah.
I'm inspired and honored that here to have you, and you to open up your home, and I can tell the genuine pride that, and like you're proud of this.
Oh,
this
absolutely.
this
Yes.
family. You should have seen, like, that's why I reached out to her, is because I was really moved by how she talked about this. What kind of person you are, and like what you're willing to do to meet the needs of your girls.
Mhm.
Yeah, and can you tell us? And the talk was as it relates to hair in particular.
Mhm.
So can you tell us about that journey? And
Yeah, the hair journey has been a journey for sure. So again, when we got the call from Donna, and she told me about the girls, I will admit, I'm ashamed to admit, but I will admit that I almost said no, just because I was so terrified of how to take care of their hair. I had no experience, no training, and I was like, what am I getting into? But here we are today, and I think I've learned a lot. It's been a journey, like I said. When they first came to us, it was right before COVID. So I had some friends at my old job that were so kind and helpful, and they gave me brushes and some tools and some shampoo recommendations, but then the world shut down. So I couldn't go to their house, they couldn't come to our house, we couldn't go to any shop. So thank goodness for technology and for YouTube because I learned a lot on YouTube and just following different ladies on there and the products to use, and thank goodness for Amazon. So I could just add to carts what, these ladies said, and it's just been a trial and error. So, and even though they're twins, their hair is very different. And so I had to learn that what products worked for twin A wouldn't necessarily work for twin B, and the order that you do it and how long it's going to last and what styles work better and that kind of stuff. So I learned a lot through YouTube. I do have an amazing community of people that I can text and be like, okay, this seems to not be working. What other things can I try? And so I'll send them pictures and they'll give me recommendations. So I'm so thankful for the community of people who have helped me and support me beyond YouTube. There's some Facebook groups that I'm part of, and so those are amazing that I can learn from other people and see same thing, what worked for them, what didn't work for them. And then there's a place in Oak Park, Styles for Kids, I believe is the name of it, and they're a non-for-profit. And so I took one virtual class with them and 2 in-person classes with them, and they're so great.
Wow.
Their mission is there to help people like me learn how to style hair. And so I've never wanted the girls to feel embarrassed or ashamed of how they look because they have a white lady trying to do their hair and then I don't know what I'm doing. And I tell them, I let them, for the most part, pick out their styles and what color beads do you want. And so they pick out the color beads, and do you want braids or twists? And we have that conversation, but there are some things that I have to tell them, that's my limit. I don't know how to do that yet. I always put the word yet. I don't know how to do that yet, but I'll learn. And so what's fun is as they've gotten older, they've learned. And so they are learning how to take care of their own hair. And so they have
awesome.
Their dolls, and they'll sit there and do their doll's hair while I'm doing their hair.
Oh.
And they know how to bead, they know how to braid, they know how to twist. And so we've gotten into a routine now that they're getting older that they, take care of their hair at night and wrap their own hair and that kind of stuff. So that's exciting for me to see that they're taking ownership and pride and knowing how to care for their own hair. But I just never wanted them to feel embarrassed or ashamed. I wanted them to love their hair and have a sense of pride in who they are.
It's a big deal.
It is.
It's a huge big deal.
Yeah.
We've all seen that, a child looking disheveled, and it's real easy to just think, whatever adults just don't care.
Right.
Or why do they have them looking like that?
Right.
But it's hard if you've never done hair with a different texture. You don't, there's a skill gap, and we as an agency and as a system, I have a duty to help step in and help bridge that gap. So for everyone's sake, especially the kids, that it really affects their self-esteem, their sense of identity. And so I actually, on that note, I brought this because did you know that last year the state of Illinois passed a law regarding this? Let's see. It was passed in January 1st, 2025. It has to do with hair, and they're DCFS is currently working to add hair care planning policy and procedure to Rule 301. And let's see. The Illinois statute 20 ILCS 505 hyphen 7.3b. Not like everyone's going to remember that, but let's see. It says every youth in DCFS care must have a hair care plan included in their case plan. The hair care plan must be developed in consultation with the youth based on their abilities and where appropriate with the youth's parents, caregivers, or child care facility staff, unless contrary to the youth's wishes. At a minimum, the hair care plan must address necessary steps to preserve the youth's connection to their race, culture, gender, religion, and identity. Specific steps specific to the youth's hair care needs in emergency or health-related issues. Here's examples: lice and scalp conditions, which address that.
Yeah.
Help kids. The desire of the youth regarding their own hair, and that it must be reviewed. The plan must be reviewed and all of that. So the system's catching up. What's been needed and known for a long time, but I'm glad it's in writing though, right?
Yeah.
It's too important to be not like addressed head on, right?
Right.
Yeah. And so I heard you do a good job. You taught yourself and like you were good at Donna. Can you tell us what you how'd you put it? Because it was
I don't know. I just spoke from the heart. She's
Yeah.
just, and their hair is so healthy. It's very healthy. And so I try to always encourage them. I only see them a couple times a year with monitoring visits, but she knows that I'm always available for her. She took it on. She was very hesitant, and she said, "Well, we're interested in taking them, but I don't know how to say it." And I said, "Well, just say it." And she said, "I don't know how to take care of their hair." And I said, "Well, it's something that you can learn. Do you have anybody who's willing to help you?" And like she said, it's right at the beginning of the world shutting down. So anybody that she had in mind was no longer an option. But she didn't give up. She didn't give up on herself, and she didn't give up on them. And here we are years later. And these two little beautiful girls always look well put together. They have all kinds of styles. And also, she took a skincare class. It was a part of the class
Really?
she took.
wow.
Yes.
And so one day when I was at my monitoring visit, because when I'm at the table with Laura and her husband, Steve, the girls are always there.
Yeah.
They come down because they want to show me what's in their room.
Oh,
they want to
yes.
tell me
Uh-huh.
what's going on. And I want to hear all of it.
Sure.
And so I said, "Oh, your skin looks so pretty." And she said, "You want me to tell you what it's from?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Cocoa butter." I said, "Okay."
Cute.
And so, one thing Laura talks about is the pride that she wants them to have in their appearance, in their skin, in their hair, and who they are. And that's very clear that she's doing everything she can to make sure that they feel that pride. It doesn't matter that their skin is different from hers. She meets them where they are and addresses the need. And that is what I have the utmost respect for.
Yes.
I do.
Wow. And I bet you've seen how their self-esteem feel. Like they know they look good.
Yes.
They know they're taken care of.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Yes.
More kids should have that that it really shouldn't be a luxury. It's important. It's so important that every kid should have that. Shouldn't. But it takes the effort. It takes not giving up. It takes reaching out.
And it's not just the hair, it's other things that they're interested in.
Yes.
One of the twins is really into horses. And so when I go to her room, "Are you coming to my room? Are you going to look in my room? Let me show you this." And I'll say, "What's the latest thing? What's going on?" And they'll show me. So they make sure, she and her husband make sure that whatever they're interested in, they're helping them to foster those desires. What are you interested in? Well, let's go to this show. Or let's go. They've gone to horse shows. There was a person that they were excited about. I don't remember who it was.
It was Amberly Schneider from the Netflix movie Ride, Walk, Rodeo. If
Okay.
you've not seen it, check it out. But yes, one of the twins, that's her role model, her hero. The one who rides horses, yes.
That's awesome.
And she got to meet her in person at the horse fair.
No, I bet she was bragging
So
about it.
yeah,
That's
she's
cool.
got a signed picture and it's right on her nightstand, right there, so she can see it. It's her and Amberly Schneider.
Aw, wow. She got some street cred.
Yes. Yes.
Seriously. So are you okay with showing us what you use? I see a little
I
stack
can't. Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. I have like a whole cart.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, this is the hair care
Yes.
hair edition of Coffee Break.
Yeah.
We're gonna do something. We're gonna do it right.
Yes. So this is my mannequin head. It doesn't look like anything fancy because it's not, but I had a friend gift it to me. She had a niece that was in beauty school and dropped out. And so
Okay.
I was telling her how I feel bad because when I want to practice something that I'm learning, I don't want to be tugging on the girl's
Right.
hair and making them sit there for hours while I'll try it, take it out, try it, take it out. That's a long time for them. When they get their hair done anyways, it's a long time.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to add more time to them
Yeah.
being frustrated. I don't want it to be a negative experience for them. And so she gave me this. And so the twins laugh at me, but this is my doll head.
Uh-huh.
And so, yeah, like, right around Christmas, I was trying to teach myself how to do braids and add fake hair to the braids because they
Looks good.
wanted
Cute.
that. Now I did not master the
Uh-huh.
color part, but I used it just as a visual so that I could tell where the real hair was and where I was adding hair in. So I did successfully do their hair in the end of December with hair added, and that was a big accomplishment for
Aw.
me. And
Did they like it?
they did. They were like, "Oh, it looks so great." It was not perfect. It was not. And I'm a hard critic on myself because, like I said, I want it to look really good. But they were happy with it, and I just have to remind myself that that's what's important is that they
Yay.
like it. But so yes, I don't have a name for her. She's just
I was
my
wondering that. I'm
mannequin
like,
head.
wouldn't it be creepy if I asked
I know
if it has a name?
it's kind of creepy. People see it if I forget to put it away, and they're like,
No, don't feel bad.
like-
I have a mannequin head. Her name's Carla. Because I was trying to teach myself how to braid.
Oh,
Yeah, and I've watched a lot of YouTube videos.
Yes.
And stuff.
There's a lot out
Yes,
there.
there is.
Mhm.
It's almost sometimes overwhelming. I have to just find like my people that I really feel like do a good job. But yeah, so I'll bring her out from time to time. The girls bring out their dolls, and then we sit and we put on YouTube and we all learn
Oh.
together.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah,
There should be like a hair support group.
Right?
Hair, like doing
Probably
this
is.
with the foster parent and their, or, biological parent with their child, like together doing
yes.
hair together.
That
And
would
then
be
let the
cool.
kids
Such a good idea.
play and do hair
Yeah,
the parent does the kid's hair and the kid does a little dolly's
Yeah.
hair, or like,
yeah.
we should work on that.
That's a good idea.
So even though the twins are 10, they still do like dolls, like the American Girl dolls.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not so much that they want to play doll, they want to do the hair.
Yes.
And so I did find a company called Healthy Roots. I don't know if anybody's heard of this, but it's a company that unfortunately is no longer around. But I think Target maybe bought out whatever collection they had left. And they have, their dolls have hair that can use all the products.
Really?
So you can wash their
Ooh.
hair and you can put shampoo in it and gels and creams and
Can
it
I
doesn't
check it
ruin
out?
it. Yeah, this is
Check
not
this
the
out.
Healthy Roots style,
Uh-huh.
but so the girls are constantly playing with this Healthy Roots
Uh-huh.
style while they're getting their hair done or while I'm doing this.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know
Very
it's a
cool.
little bit creepy, but
No, I mean, it's for a good cause.
It is.
yeah,
Freak for
Yeah.
a cause.
yeah,
Yeah, you're sparing the girls the tugs and the
Yeah.
practice.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I have a whole cart
Yes.
of stuff.
It's like I feel like I'm at a salon.
I know,
Like
I
in
know.
a hair beauty shop.
It kind of is like the girls know this is mom's
You
cart.
got rollers and everything.
I do.
Wow.
I do. We have it all.
I think if I just lift it,
It should kind of lift,
Ooh.
roll. Maybe.
let's see. I'm trying to get over this.
Oh.
Can you get it?
There we
Okay.
go. Okay. There we go. So this is
Okay.
the hair carts. And like I said, some products will work for one of the girls, but it won't work for the other one, or depending on the season, something might work really well, or if their hair is really dry, we need to add more moisture. So just on a typical day after they get out of the shower or before school, we spritz it with what I call a refreshing spray. And this one I made myself. And so it's got a leave-in conditioner in it and essential oils. So it's got like rosemary in there. There's peppermint, cedarwood, lavender, lemongrass, and I think there's one more thing that I can't remember. But so this just adds more moisture to their hair. They know how to do this too. I'll tell them, go spray your hair, and they know. It's not like you're getting in the shower and you're soaking your hair. You're just trying to add more moisture back to it.
Okay.
And then they'll seal in the moisture with an oil. And so this is the oil that I have made for them. It's got a coconut oil base and then again, like some essential oils to help seal in the moisture. And then if I run out or I'm just behind, then I have a backup oil.
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm like,
Yeah.
over the counter, like at the store.
Yeah. Yeah,
give me
because
the
sometimes
version.
you just have to order from Amazon or go to Walmart and get it.
Yeah.
And so then I have a backup there. And then on like wash day, we will use clarifying shampoo first, and then we will use a moisture shampoo, and then we deep condition. So they have a steam cap here where they sit with the steam cap on for about 25 to 30 minutes. And
After
then
which shampoo?
shampoo number 2.
Two.
So
Okay.
we do the clarifying shampoo, then we do the moisturizer shampoo, then we deep condition, and we sit with the steam cap and rinse it out.
Oh, okay. And this is steam cap with the deep condition. Got it. 25 minutes.
Yeah, and then they'll rinse it out, and then it just kind of depends. So there's a method out there called the LOC method or the LCO method, and it just
Okay.
depends on your hair type. So the L is for liquid, so that would be like your leave-in conditioner, your water, the
Okay.
oil. The O is for oil. So you have your oil here or oil here. And then the C is for some kind of cream base. So I have a couple different ones. I like the Aunt Jackie's. That's a good one that I like. I just bought this new one, this Cream of Nature Pure Honey Avocado. So
None of these are sponsored.
no,
products,
sorry,
guys.
sorry, no, none of
This
these
is
are.
wonderful foster parent,
Yeah.
telling us what she uses. So
And then the other one I like is this moisture one with shea butter and flaxseed oil.
okay.
So it just helps to add another layer of moisture into their hair.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
There are gels and
Impressive,
stuff.
yeah.
I don't use a ton of gels just because I feel like it gets hard and build up on there, and I don't want that. I want to try to keep their scalp as clean as possible and as healthy as possible. And when I look back on pictures, like as a 10-year-old, you want long hair, like all of your friends, right? And so sometimes they get frustrated because they feel like their hair is not growing as fast as like my hair would. But when we really examine it, their hair is growing. So I do feel like it's healthy. Consistency is key. Like sometimes you just might be feeling tired or you just don't feel like doing it, but you do it anyways because it will help their hair and it helps to teach them consistency too. So I just kind of had to find a method and find some products that I like and just be consistent with it.
Okay.
So
Have you ever used what would happen if someone just used like detangle spray and that's it? And skipped all of these steps. Like it probably
If
wouldn't work the same.
right, if you don't use the oil, it doesn't seal in the moisture.
Okay.
And again, I'm no expert. This is just what I've learned.
You sound like an expert to me.
Yeah, I struggle with my hair too, believe it or not. Like it takes steps that I don't have the time or patience
Yeah.
to do. But if it were for a child, I would do it.
So
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons we tend to do a lot of it at night. I try to not really mess with it or manipulate it more than like once a week. So maybe if they have ponytails in, I'll try to get them to last at least a week, and then maybe the following week I'll just redo the ponytail so it looks a little bit more slick and put together because they're kids. I'm not gonna say you can't go play and go be a kid, it's just hair. we can work with that, but with twins it is a little bit challenging finding the time because I used to think I could do them both in one day. That is incorrect.
Okay.
So we usually just carve out a weekend, like this is hair weekend, and so I'll do maybe one of them on Saturday and one of them on Sunday. Just kind of has to depend on your schedule.
Okay.
But yeah, and I don't like to put a lot of heat on their hair. So sometimes on wash days, I'll blow dry it out to stretch it out, and that makes it a little bit easier to braid. Other times I don't. It just depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm learning so much. This is so helpful. So you're saying it's a bonding process.
Yeah, it's a bonding process. Growing up, just sitting with my mom, it was our time. And it was something that I enjoyed with her, something that I will remember for a long time. And I have one sister. And so, my dad actually got my great uncle to install a shampoo bowl in our basement. And so, because a lot of people use a sink, which there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You use what you have, but so we had a shampoo bowl in the basement, and then on special occasions we would go to the hairdresser to get our hair pressed and curled, and we would have that for like Easter. Basically, Easter was the only time. Other than that, she would just do regular hairstyles. And then, when we got older, we were allowed to do our own hair. But she started teaching us as we got maybe like 11, 12 years old, showing us what to do, how to care for it, how to keep it healthy, things like that.
Oh, nice. Awesome. And you were telling me that it gets pricey.
It does. We have a hair lady that will go to maybe once or twice a year just to do styles that I don't know how to do. But yeah, it gets pricey. And it's usually a whole day event. I have to pack snacks and
What's the
stuff
most you've paid, or like what's the average that you've
I think it's typically $120 per girl. Wow. But then you also have to add tip in there too, right? So yeah. And like some of them will do it out of their home, some of them have a shop, and the actual I found the shops that have multiple braiders and stuff, they're even more expensive. So so I play this game, like, do I want to do 2 separate days? Do I want to just be there from like 7 a.m. until 9 p.m., because it ends up being a full day, because to go to the shops that have 2 braiders, it's very expensive. It's more than $120 a person. So
you hear that, LSFI and BCFS?
Yeah.
Please add a generous budget to this hair planning initiative and care.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Okay. Well, or is there anything you ladies are celebrating? I'd like to talk about a win as we wrap up the show. Anything? Yeah. Or even as a tradition, I ask about hobbies and passions.
I think just something we celebrated this last month was just that the girls have been in our home for 6 years. And I know that can be hard for some people to know that they've been 6 years without their biological family. But for us, it's 6 years that they've hopefully felt loved and cared for and safe in our home, and they've brought us joy. So that was something that we always do, a special dessert to just celebrate, that with them. And so, yeah.
Well, that's beautiful.
It is.
Yeah. Well,
I'm celebrating bringing more traditional families into our particular office. We've been getting more traditional families. We're always trying because we want to have options for the children, the youth in care. We want to have more families available to provide resources for our agency, and it seems like we're on a good roll where we're getting more and more families. So that's a celebration.
yay!
That's a great celebration.
Yes. Well, ladies, please keep up the good work. I'm, humbled and really proud to, be alongside you, and we all do, the best we can, with whatever we've got and the different roles that we're in. So let's all just keep giving each other grace and teaching ourselves, and speaking up and getting help. And yes, I hope you all enjoyed this awesome episode. Thank you for the conversation, the memories, the lessons. So until the next time, bye.
Bye.